Hey, how the world works. I think my biggest question to you is how long did it take you? I mean, come on. National journalism? Have you read the newspapers? You seen the news? You know how biased it is, man. I mean, you see it. It, it it's not any sort of shock or surprise. It happens on both sides, bro. I mean, you see people lying and telling this. I mean, come on, there are these people saying Obama's a Muslim on the right side, and there are people saying that, you know, that the people on the left, or yeah, the people on the right, they're just misquoting them, and they're coming up with these conspiracy theories. The fact is, people like to come up with stuff because they can't just disagree with a point. I mean, I don't exactly agree with conservative politics, and I admit to not knowing much about finances, which is a lot of what you speak of, but so I'm not going to say that I'm really understand finances. I've never had a job, I've never gotten a paycheck. I'm 16, give me a break, I'm getting one this summer. So, yeah, so maybe I don't understand much about finances, but there are more important things to me too, and there are plenty of people talking about finances. So, yeah, we talk about these misquoting, people coming up with fake quotes. It happens all the time. I mean, the fact is, people see the news and they just expect to hear the truth. They turn on whichever it may be, liberal media, Fox News, supposedly unbiased media, but they just believe it. I mean, it's just a matter of people don't want to go in and research it and try to find out more. So, I mean, it's easy to blame the media, and I do blame the media. I wish the media would stop bringing opinions, would stop taking stances, and just bring the facts. I mean, analysis, fine, but just bring the facts. You know what I mean? But of course, you have to do some research on your own to find the truth. You can't just go to one source, turn on the TV, and expect to hear everything you need to hear. You can't do it. It's not going to happen. Of course, journalism is dead. Journalism was great in the past, but fact is, journalism will never bring the unbiased truth that we're trying to get. Journalism will never allow us that. The only thing that can allow us that is personal study, something we now have the ability to do. I mean, you want to talk about the truth, you have to hear it from different sources. You can't just listen to one source and expect it to be the facts or the truth. So, I mean, but yeah, it's ridiculous because the fact is, regardless of your politics, I know you're very conservative in your beliefs. That's okay. I'm not exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's regardless of your politics. I would like to see people admit, first of all, show some respect for the other side. I mean, stop slandering the other side and maybe show a little bit of human decency for once. I mean, in politics, all you ever hear is insulting and trying to spew lies about the opponent, where basically just a twisting of words because you can't back up your own viewpoint, so you just twist the other words and other person's words and just take the shortcuts. I think in a perfect world, we're not in a perfect world, but in a perfect world, people would stick to the issues. That's the way to get things done, is to stick to the issues. Stop the BS. Just straight stop it. You know, quit the lies. Rush Limbaugh, racist. I don't know much about Rush Limbaugh, but I think people are mistaking, they're just trying to support these stereotypes. The conservative racist, the liberal wimp, etc. Or like the liberal, how do you put it? Reverse racist. So it's all just a bunch of propaganda, I guess, if that's the word for it, but it's all just either conservative propaganda or liberal propaganda rather than giving us the facts. So I think it's really sad that it has come to this, but I also think that one who cares enough about what's going on to be angry, to take a stand, to want the truth has to go and search for that themselves. Not from one source, not from a conservative source, not from a liberal source, but just from all sources, all points of view. And I think if somebody wants it enough, they can find the truth. But just flipping on the news channel, watching it, and expecting that to give you all the facts, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Spike here. Subscribe over there. Add me as a friend. Favorite this video if you like it. Whatever you want to do. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for your time. Peace out.